Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How we doing? It's Yoga with Dave. Welcome. If you have arrived here live at 2:30 on a Thursday, then you're wholeheartedly welcome. If you are watching this on catch up, then welcome as well. Remember, all of these amazing classes are available. I'm not talking about my amazing classes. They might be amazing. I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask probably, but all the, the wide variety of, content that Royal Voluntary Surfers Virtual Village Hall are putting out every single week, they're all available for you to catch up with and to watch. So, hopefully you are doing that. And it's always nice to join a class live, isn't it? But to have the ability to just catch up is also a real treat and a real blessing that we've got this amazing service. So you're wholeheartedly welcomed into this yoga class today. And it's, the yoga which I teach, I like to think about it as just an expression of how you move and how you move your body without any judgment whatsoever, So sometimes we get onto our yoga mat and we kind of think, it's got to look a certain way, and it hasn't got to look a certain way. It's all about the feeling, but ultimately it's all about how you feel about yourself. So try and drop any self-judgment, because self-judgment is probably the stuff that destroys us a little bit, isn't it? It's kind of like, I did some yoga. What was the yoga like? Oh, I don't think I did it right. There's no right, there's no wrong. The only rule is that you don't hurt yourself, and then everything else is just an expression of how you move. And we all move in completely different ways, We're all different sizes, different ages. We've all lived in our body, and that's not what it's about. The beauty is always within us, and it's certainly not an external thing. Check me out. I sound like a yoga teacher, don't I? So wherever you are in your life, yoga is always there for you, So what we're going to do today is we'll move a little bit. We'll do some balancing. We'll work with the breath. We'll work through some sun salutations. Then we'll get a chance just to lie down and let all of this amazing work integrate into our bodies. And then you can go on with the rest of your day, hopefully with your energy enlivened, or maybe you need to bring your energy down. Let's have a look what we can do there. Maybe we'll bring it up and then we'll bring it down towards the end of the class. So I'm going to turn the comments on. That's going to be good. So if you've got any comments, any suggestions, then feel free. Thank you, Margaret. She's going to save for later. That's probably a good idea. All right. Okay. So everything's looking good there. Find yourself on your mat. I'm just going to move back onto my mat. And look, I've got a little block here. I love these little blocks because it just makes me feel nice and comfortable as I sit on my mat. So if you want to sit on something, say, I haven't got a block, Dave, use a book. You can always use a book, or you can use a blanket, or you can use a cushion from your settee. So you can see I just perch right on the edge of my block, and then I can drop my knees down. So my knees are lower than my hips. That means I've got a nice amount of room in my lower spine, and my thighs are relaxing downwards. Sometimes when we get on the mat and the knees are up here, it can feel a little bit restricted in the back and feel a little bit painful in the hips. So, I'm not the most flexible person in the world, certainly not. So I just use props just to guide me along the way. Bring your hands onto your knees. You can slap them down like I just did, or you can place them very gently in a more yogic way. And then once the palms are here, then turn the palms up. And then maybe close your eyes. And if you don't like closing your eyes, just soften your gaze and then draw a little bit of length into your spine. As you do that, just begin to rock backwards and forwards on the sit bones, on your hips. And then just notice how the spine feels. As we kind of like move backwards and forwards, we feel that perfect balance. And then eventually I always get to that point where I'm like, okay, that feels good. And then I'm thinking about lengthening my spine. And then I'm thinking about relaxing my shoulders. So I don't want to be sat here like this. I want to really relax the shoulders, and bringing the palms up can help us do that. We're not pulling ourselves into a certain shape. We're just letting our body rest in an energetic position, but also a relaxed position. So there's intention in the posture, in the spine, but there's as much relaxation as you can find. And then with the eyes closed or the gaze soft, just take a little bit of time to check in. What does that mean, to check in? Or just notice what you're noticing. So every time we get onto our yoga mat, we can take this little, it's like a little checklist, you just begin to notice how you're doing. Physically, how does the physical body feel? Is there anywhere that you feel that you need to send the breath? Emotionally, how do you feel in your life today? Energetically, how do you feel? Is the energy high? Is the energy low? And then just check in with the breath. So nice deep, rich inhales and full releasing exhales. And then maybe just begin to deepen the breath a little bit. So if you can, in and out through the nose. Feel the inhale, the belly expands. You feel that nourishment coming into the body. And then as you exhale, the belly falls back towards the spine and you're releasing anything that is unnecessary. It's a nice way to think about it. So the next two we'll do, we inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Really gently sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And we'll do one more for luck. Nice inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out all your worries. And then if your eyes are closed, just gently come with your eyes open. Really nice, everyone. Let's do a little twist and then we'll come on to all fours. So we'll do it this way. Bring your hands to heart center in prayer. Inhale your arms up. Then as you exhale, just do a little quarter turn to the right hand side. Keep your elbows nice and high. And then drop your right hand behind and place your left hand inside your right thigh. Take an inhale to find length and exhale into your twist. Nice. So you're never quite static in the twist. So inhale, you come out the twist a little bit, you find that beautiful length, and then exhale, you're just twisting in. But be nice and gentle. It's the first posture that we're doing really. So you don't want to overdo it. Don't overextend. Work with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe roll that right shoulder back. One more like that. Deep inhale. Full release and exhale. Nice. Come all the way back to center gently. Bring the hands back to heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, little quarter twist to the left. So you keep the elbows nice and high. And then the right hand inside the left knee or inside the left thigh or on the left knee. Left hand behind. Inhale, find length. Sit tall. Sit proud. Exhale into your twist. Inhaling, finding length. Exhaling into your twist. Nice, everyone. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. And then we'll do one more like that. Nice, beautiful, deep inhale. Full releasing exhale. And then inhale back to center. Nice start, everyone. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Two more times. Inhale, open up through the shoulders. Maybe look up towards the palms. Exhale, floating the hands down. Here's your last one. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really nice. If you're sat on something, then release it, a cushion, a pillow, a block, a book, whatever you found yourself on. And then just bring your legs out, lean back into your hands, bring your feet out, bring your soles of the feet on the floor. Nice and simple here. Drop the knees over to the right hand side. Inhale to center, drop the knees over to the left. So, you know, my feet are quite wide. They're about hip width apart. That feels good for me. You might want to go wider. You might want to go narrower. So, you know, if you're doing this movement and you're like, ooh, I'm not sure about that, just adjust it. You know, you might feel that real tightness in the outer hip. So this gets right into, you know, the outer hip, the IT band, iliotibial band, which can be very tight in some people. So just be gentle. And that idea of meet your body where it is today. And your body might react to something different to how it reacted yesterday. Don't expect too much of yourself, but just kind of like marvel in the wonder of your physicality. We should put it on a t-shirt, shouldn't we? Marvel in the wonder of your physicality. Just by being here, you know, another day that we get to spend together on this planet. It's a miracle, isn't it? It's beautiful. We bring that appreciation in. Nice. A couple more times either side. However fast you're moving, however slow you're moving. Remember, there's no right, there's no wrong. And then come all the way back to center. Beautiful. Nice. Come on to all fours. And then we'll just set ourselves up. We're going to find an expansive posture. But first of all, just sit back onto your heels. If this doesn't feel good, then you can always bring the hands out and support yourself. So you want a passive stretch through the ankles, lengthen the spine, and then just press your fingertips down into the floor. Nice. Have a little wriggle around. See if you can just find that little balance point again. You know how we sat when we were cross-legged? Then trying to find that length in the spine again. So a nice stretch through the tops of the feet, maybe through the ankles themselves. For some people, it doesn't feel great, especially if you're tight down there. So just bring your hands out. and support yourself. There should be no pain. And then bring your hands forward and then just give your feet a little tap out. Maybe press into the toes, give your feet a tap out. Press into your toes, give your feet a tap out. So we're going to look at some balances today. And we're going to start with this nice expansive, kind of like expansive, where we really find expansion in the body, but we're looking at length. So we've done this one a few times. It's called Sunbird. It's one of my favorites. So from a tabletop position, spread out through your fingers. So really press the base and the knuckle of each finger into the floor, and then sweep your right leg back. Look at my right foot. It's just disappearing, isn't it? So you imagine that you're activating through the right foot. So you're not kind of like bringing it up. It's in line with the hip. And imagine you're pressing the right foot into the wall behind. So you find that kind of like you're zipping everything up. I feel it here at my navel. You know, that's kind of like keeping my balance. And if you are moving around, there's nothing wrong with that. What I like to do is just gaze down to the top edge of your mat. Nice. One more deep inhale here. And then exhale, bring that right knee down. And then we'll just try the other side. So left leg, maybe you can see this a little bit better. So I'm activating from my hip, and I'm keeping my leg in line with my hip. I'm not opening it up. I'm not lifting it high. I'm keeping it straight as I can. So I'm zipping everything up. I'm feeling this kind of stretch across the body, and I'm just balancing here. So an expansive posture. Notice what you need to do here at the navel, at the core, at the stomach, the lower back, the hips. What do you need to engage to find that stillness? Or if you're wobbling, what do you need to do to stay up? And then bring that left leg down. And then come back to sit on your heels. So we're going to move that on a little bit. So what I like to think about in yoga, you know, people are obsessed with flexibility. Oh, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. But that was really nothing to do with flexibility, was it? It's to do with strength, supporting the body. It's to do with engagement, how the body is kind of engaged. So we find that stability. So engagement, stability, linking all those things together. So there's so much more going on. When you're in a yoga class, some people just see the flexible people and go, oh my God, they've got that fantastic yoga practice. They're so flexible. And it might mean that they do have a fantastic yoga practice, whatever fantastic is, I don't know. But sometimes when people are super flexible, they hyperextend. You know, if you're a dancer, you know, done a lot of ballet, that kind of thing. So hyperextension can also be a problem. And what you find with a lot of people who are very, very flexible, they probably struggle with the strength part of it and the engagement. So with strength and flexibility, we find that engagement, and we're trying to find that middle point. So always coming back to balance in yoga, of where we're trying to find kind of like enough strength and enough flexibility to make sure that the postures are as comfortable as they can be for us. So we'll come back to all fours, just something to keep in mind. So this time we're going to expand out. So right leg comes back out again, zip that all up, and then see if you can do this. You might want to stay here, or you might just sweep the left arm forward. So left arm forward, right foot back, or right leg back. So you feel this kind of like stretch from the right leg all the way to the left fingertips. Nice. Again, you might be moving around a bit. You might be finding that stability. That's good. It means the body's working. Nice. One more deep inhale. Full exhale, bring everything down to the mat. And then we just swap it out. Oh, my foot's a bit itchy. I'm just going to scratch my foot with my other foot. All right. Itchy feet. What does that mean? Does that mean someone's talking about you? Or is that itchy ears? Anyway, left leg, right arm. Stretch it out. Nice. Feel that expansiveness, that stretch, that stability, engagement at the core. What do you need to do here? Breathe deeply. It might feel really alien. You might be hot. You don't feel like an alien. I meant to say, you know, you might feel this is like really, really quite challenging. It's good. Enjoy the challenge. Enjoy moving your body in a different way. Bring the hands down. Nice. Bring the leg down. And then from here, so in this tabletop position, you look at your knees. They're stuck right underneath your hips. Spread out through the fingers, and then just rotate just a little bit. So you begin to move the hips. Little circles, big circles, whatever feels good. Moving the hips in this circular movement just in one way. Nice. Come back to center, and then bring it back the other way. Nice, everyone. Really beautiful. Again, just be curious. How does all of this feel? You know, we're not doing any crazy postures here. We're just moving into the body. And then from here, bring your big toes together and see if you can split your knees nice and wide. And then as you do that, bring your sit bones back onto your heels, lengthen out through your arms, come into child's pose. Let the forehead touch the floor, or feel free just to stack the forehead like I'm doing on the hands or on the arms, or you can make fists. And then breathe deeply here. Breathe down the length of the spine, right up to the crown of the head, right down into the hips. Feel your hips just gently open here. Beautiful. Take one more deep inhale. And then a full exhale. Bring your hands back towards your knees. You might just press into the fingertips. And then as you do that, see if you can then roll up all the way up. And then you come to an all fours position. So here we are back in all fours. So then we're just going to move a little bit more dynamically. So what we'll do is we will inhale, right leg back, left arm forward. Exhale, bring the arm and the leg down, and then left leg, right arm. So here's your inhale. Here's your exhale. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. Inhale, exhale. So always inhaling, expanding, always exhaling, coming down. And just find a rhythm that works for you. Simple movement. It can feel challenging. Inhaling. Nice. Exhaling. Couple more times either side. Don't rush it. And then everything back to center. Beautiful. Really nice. Fantastic work. From here, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back towards your feet, and then just press into your feet. We'll come to stand in a really gentle way. So come to stand all the way up. Then just give the legs a bit of a kick out, give your arms a bit of a kick out, and then come standing in the center of your mat. Really nice work, everyone. Have your feet about hip width apart, and then we'll just kind of like bring a little bit of movement into the body. So I like to bring my right hand on my heart. I'm going to inhale left. I'm going to exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Just move the body from side to side. You might make it a little bit more informal, and you might just kind of let the arms kind of drape down a little bit, and then backs of the hands touch the glutes. Give yourself a little massage down there. Or a little bit more informal. You can move the feet. You don't have to have the feet planted. You can do this where you just lift the opposite heel, and then you get this nice little movement in the hips as well. So whatever works for you. Just bring a little bit of aliveness into the body. Notice how the body moves. Bring a little bit of energy in. It's all good, this stuff. We're not overthinking it. Fluid movements. You don't have to look a certain way. We're just moving the body. We're aware of the breath. We're aware of our consciousness. Nice, everyone. And then just slow it down. Bring the hands down. And then bring the palms just so they're by the hips. Nice. Bring your hands to heart center. And then just soften here a little bit. Soften the shoulders. Press the four corners of your feet down into the floor. So your feet want to be lined up, parallel. Press into the base of your feet. So you think about all four corners of your feet, and then maybe just sway from side to side. Weight forward, weight back, side to side. Maybe some little circle movements. You can close the eyes. It's just really simple movements here. Nice. We're going to come into some balances. All right. So bring the hands down. There'll be some of you going, oh, no, you're not balancing. So remember, if you're balancing, you feel really off today, or you're not used to balancing, use a wall. Okay. So support yourself. Remember, balancing. The only way to get good at balancing is to balance. So if you've not done it and you expect to just be able to come into a balance and you're like really solid, then it's probably not going to happen. So this is all about, remember, it's a yoga practice. We're practicing. That's all we're doing. We're not trying to be experts at anything. There's no expert yogi. There probably is, but I'm not one. All right. Well, as far as I'm aware, there's no, I think there is actually yoga competitions, but that's ridiculous, surely. All right. So what we'll do, we're going to lift up through the left leg. So lift the left leg. Really simple, but you're right. Might be wobbling around a little bit, or if you've got things going on with the hips, it might be hard to kind of lift the knee. So if you wanted to, you can make a basket grip. In fact, let's all do this and then just hug that left knee in. So if you find yourself a little bit wobbly, just look at one thing, maybe like 6 feet in front of you. Maybe you look up, you can look down. I always find looking down helps a little bit. Feel a little bit wobbly, it's not a problem. If you fall out, we're not bothered about that either. Nice. And then slowly bring that left leg down. So we'll just build this really slowly. So this time we'll go right and just notice the side to side movement. So does it feel different from one side? Whoa. So I kind of feel that this right leg it kind of reacts a little bit better than the left. I feel like I'm a bit stronger in my right hand side. You can have the hands on the hips. You can stay here, or we can all do this again. We can make a basket grip. You just hug in the right knee in. You feel this little compression into the right hip, or a big compression. Roll your shoulders back, stand tall, and same thing. Look at one spot. And then don't move it. Smile. So we can feel really kind of tense. And don't beat yourself up if you fall out. It's not a problem. It's a practice. All right. One more deep inhale. And then a full exhale. And then bring your leg down. Beautiful. So we'll go for a little bit of tree. So we'll go left leg first again. So we started left. So we'll carry on with that little routine. So you can go here. You can have your left foot on the right ankle. You can go here, you're on the calf. You can go up high and you can go here. But please avoid this where you put the foot on the knee. I don't want to see any of that rubbish because it's bad for the knee, you know? All right. Not that I can see you, but I can see you, if you know what I mean. I can sense it. I can sense if there's any knee action going on. So I'm going to go up high today, but you might want to go lower. Ankle, calf, thigh. If you're going in the thigh, grab the foot. If you're going on the calf, grab the foot. And then this action, whether you're on the calf or right up here in the thigh, you kind of press the foot into the thigh and then the thigh into the foot, and then open your hip out as much as you can. Keep your hands rested at heart center. No need to move them. Find that spot and find yourself. Remember, trees move as well, don't they? So you might be like, whew, you might want to bring your arms up. In fact, let's give it a go. You know, wave the arms around, stretch them up. You can always bring them down. You can always keep the hands at heart center. Work on your stability. If you feel wobbly, just press onto the wall with your fingertip. If you fall out, just simply come back in. Nice. One more deep inhale. And then a full exhale. And then bring the leg down. Beautiful. And then come on to the other side. Whatever you want to place it, here, or you might come right up into the thigh. So this time it's the right leg lifted. And remember, the connection, it's kind of like a dual action. Press the foot into the thigh into the foot. Might come here. I'm wobbling a little bit. That's all right. Opening my right knee out as much as I can. Maybe bring the arms out. Sway them around. Bring them down. Or maybe they just stay here. I'm feeling a little bit wobbly. Hopefully I'm not putting you off too much with my wobbling. Nice. Gaze at one spot. One more deep inhale. Beautiful, everyone. And then exhale. Release. And then bring the foot down. Nice. Give it a little shake. And then we'll do this version. So this time, instead of placing it on the thigh or placing it on the ankle or placing it on the calf, we're going to cross. So we'll go left leg first, and we're going to cross the left foot over the right thigh. Okay, so you might just want to stay here. This might be good for you. Just be careful with the knee, or you might want to just bend into the standing leg. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the back lifted, and we're not interested in coming down too high here. We're just breathing deeply. Maybe bend a little bit deeper. Nice, and then come all the way up, and then just shake the legs out, and then we'll do the other side. Whew. Sometimes you can build a lot of tension up, so feel free just to take a little bit of a rest, and then come to the other side. So right foot, left thigh, hands at heart center. Maybe you're just here, opening out the hip. Maybe you want to come down, open the hips a little bit more, breathe deeply. Nice, everyone. You have to come down low. You can come a little bit lower if you want. And then press into the foot, lift the knee, shake it out. Nice, everyone. Really nice. All right. Come to stand at the top of your mat. I'm just going to move my mat slightly because I don't want to bump into the wall. Give yourself as much room as you feel that you need. And then we'll stand in Tadasana, so mountain posture. Feet at the top of your mat or near the top of your mat. Go hip width apart, or they can be together. Whatever feels good for you. Think about the four corners of your feet. Bring the palms just so they're facing forward. Roll your shoulder heads back. Lengthen the spine. Back of the neck is long. Slight activation into the thighs. Maybe close the eyes. and just notice what you're noticing. Nice. From here, we'll go through Surya Namaskar A or Sun Salutation A. So nice, simple Sun Salutation, which we'll do super, super slow. And then we'll probably build on that and let's see where we get to. So hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms come wide, swallow dive down, bend at the knees as you bring your chest towards your thighs. Nice generous bend in the knees, especially on this first one. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine, come up halfway, look at my knees, they're still bent, just so I can find a little bit of length in my spine. As I exhale, as you exhale, hands down, step one foot back, step the other foot back, and then just take an inhale to lengthen into your plank, press into the outer edges of your feet, keep the hips nice and neutral. I'm going to scratch my nose, you can do that if you want, you don't have to. All right, from here, on your next exhale, on the first one, drop your knees, and then lower all the way to the floor. As you do that, keep the elbows tucked in by the body and just slowly lower your belly, your chest, all the way down onto the floor with a little bit of activation through the hands, spread out through the fingers, press into the tops of your feet. That's probably the most important thing. Keep the elbows tucked in by the body. Inhale, come into a Cobra. So you just come up really, really small. You just want to be gentle with the back as you exhale. Bring your forehead down. 2 more times like that. Inhale, press into the feet. Lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. Cobra, elbows are tucked in. Exhale, come all the way down. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice. Tuck your toes under. Press yourself back to an all-fours position. And then from here, from this all-fours position, move through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly down. Lift your head and your heart. Exhale. Round your spine. So that's your movement. Inhale here. This is cow. Exhale round. This is angry cat. Inhale. Exhale. Have a look at your hands as you do this. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Press into the base and the knuckle of each finger. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final one. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale the left arm forward. Nice. So here's your expansiveness. So find an inhale here, stretch. And then as you exhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee. So you just crunch in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, right elbow. Sorry, left elbow, right knee. 1 more. Inhale. And then you're just expanding, elbow to knee across the body. Beautiful. Bring the right knee down, bring the left hand down, tuck your toes under, and then come into downward facing dog. So the first time we're in down dog, look at my knees again. I'm keeping them super bent. My feet are hip width apart, and I'm finding length in my spine. So that's the most important thing. Breathe deeply here. Nice deep inhale. Full release and exhale. 2 more like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Final time. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Beautiful. Bend the knees even more. Have a look between the hands. Get nice and springy on the toes. And then just gently step the feet to the top of the mat. I don't mind how many steps you take, as long as you line the feet up when you arrive. Take an inhale to find length in your spine. Gaze in pose. Just go straight down. Press into your feet as you inhale. Come all the way up to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. And then just stand here in your Tadasana. So you might have noticed there that every movement has a posture attached to it. Sorry, I'm walking right off the camera here. So we keep the breath nice and fluid as we move through these postures. So this next one we'll do is we'll go a little bit quicker, but we'll bring those variations in that we did on the first one. Okay, so from Tadasana, hands at heart center. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep a bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down. Step 1 foot back and step the other foot back. Nice. Inhale here to find length. Beautiful. And then exhale, drop the knees down and then move through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale forward. Exhale round. Inhale forward. Exhale round. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale back to a neutral spine. Step back into a plank. So 1 foot. We've done this loads of times now, this activation. 2nd foot. And then into your plank. Nice. Again, do this. Drop the knees, lower all the way to the floor. Remember on the first one, we kept the elbows tucked by the body. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Take an inhale. Peel your heart center off the floor. This is Cobra. Exhale. Bring the head down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Use your breath. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Tuck your toes under. Spread out through your fingers. Come back to a tabletop position. Nice. And then what we'll do is we'll do that little expansive movement. So you're going to sweep the right arm forward, left leg back. And then when you exhale, you're going to bring left knee to right elbow. So this is your inhale. This is your exhale. Knee to elbow. Inhale, right arm out, left arm back. Sorry, right arm out, left leg back. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Nice. Inhale. Find your connection in your core. Really round into the spine. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Stick with me. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice. Hands down, legs down, back in tabletop position. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips into your 2nd downward facing dog. Nice. Breathe deeply. Deep inhale. Full exhale. 1 more like that. Deep inhale. And your fullest exhale. Nice. Bend your knees, hinge your hips, look between the hands, and then gently come to the top of your mat. 1 foot, then the other. Inhale, find some length. Maybe a little bend in the knees can really help. Exhale, fold. Really deep. Press into the feet. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. Come up high and wide. And exhale. Bring in the hands to heart center. Beautiful, everyone. Nice. So we'll just run through 2 rounds of sun salutation A, Surya Namaskar A with no variations, just movement and breath. Okay. So hands at heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold in deep. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands down. Come back into your plank. 1 foot, then the other. Inhale to find some length here. And exhale, lower to the floor. So you can either drop the knees or you can just lower in one piece, keeping the elbows tucked by the body, whatever way you came down. Inhale into your Cobra. Maybe you're coming up a little bit higher now. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then 2 breaths here. Deep inhale. Full exhale. A deep inhale. And a full exhale. Nice. Bend the knees into the hips, look between the hands, and then gently bring yourself to the top of your mat. Inhale to find some length. Exhale, fold in low. Press into your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up high and wide. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then we just move with the breath on the next one. Inhale up. Maybe look up to the palms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step it back. 1 foot, then the other. Inhale to find length. Exhale, either drop the knees or just lower all the way down in one piece. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 breaths. Deep inhale. Full exhale. 1 more. Deep inhale. Lift the hips. Full exhale. Just bring the heels down towards the floor. Nice. Bend the knees into the hips, look between the hands. Gently come to the top of your mat. 1 foot, then the other. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, fold in deep. Press into your feet. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, frame the hands at heart center. And then when you arrive, let's do this. Place the left hand on the heart, right hand on your left hand, and then just pause, maybe close your eyes and just take this moment to appreciate yourself. For turning up, for practicing yoga. Beautiful, really nice work. That's fantastic. So what we'll do is we'll do a breath exercise and then we'll do Shavasana. So we've moved quite a little bit there today. We've done enough balancing and then we've moved through sun salutations. So hopefully you feel nice and energized. So if you need to bring yourself back onto a block or a book, whatever feels good. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. Really nice work. All right, let's just adjust this camera just a little bit. Okay, nice. So my knees have disappeared, but you know how I'm sitting. It's all good. Bring the palms up or the palms down. Beautiful. Let's do this. Bring the left hand back onto the heart and then the right hand on the left hand. And then just feel your full expansiveness of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Nice. Deep inhale. Full exhale. We'll do that one more time together. Deep inhale. And a full release and exhale. Beautiful. Bring your hands down. So we're going to use a little breath rhythm here. So we're going to inhale in 5 sniffs. We're going to exhale 1 long exhale. So I'll show you what it looks like. So the sniffs are through the nose, the exhales through the nose. So in and out through the nose. Anything going on with the nose and you can't do that, then please use the mouth. So it will look like this. It's inhale. So at that point, your lungs want to be full, and then exhale. And your lungs want to be empty. So it's a simple rhythm. You think about filling yourself up like a balloon. So we're using the full expansiveness of our breath. You know, a lot of us, we just breathe here, and we're not breathing here, we're not breathing here, and we're certainly not breathing here. So this is a really nice way. When we set the breath up in this nice regulation, then what it does, it really begins to calm the central nervous system. So when we feel stressed and we feel overwhelmed, if we feel low on energy, this is a really beautiful breath to come to. All right, have a little scratch of your head if you need to. I do. All right, any adjustments that feel good? Lengthen the spine, sit nice and tall, find somewhere comfortable for the hands. I'm going to place my hands here because then I can really find, you know, as I breathe in and I'm trying to locate the top breath right in my hands. So with the eyes closed or the gaze nice and soft, focus here at the third eye and then take an inhale for 5 strokes. And then a full exhale. Three more rounds. Beautiful, really nice. And then if you had your hands where I had them just on the heart center, bring them down. And then if your eyes are closed, just really slowly, very, very gently with yourself, just bring the eyes open. Beautiful, everyone. We'll come and lie down in Shavasana. So just set yourself up on your mat. I'm just going to move back here and make yourself super comfortable. If you want to put on some extra clothes, you want to put a blanket over yourself, that can feel nice. And then lying down, take up as much room as feels good. You know, if the back doesn't feel good, you can always bend into the knees, soles of the feet are flat, and then you just bring your knees together. That can feel nice. So just find a super, super comfortable position. We'll spend a few minutes here. I will attempt to stay quiet. So just get any movements out of the body and then totally relax. And then from here, just take one more really deep, nourishing inhale. Full release and exhale through the mouth. And then just bring a little bit of movement back into the body. Fingers and the toes, ankles and wrists. And then from here, just begin to bend one knee in towards your belly, the other knee in. Just roll from side to side, give yourself a little massage. And then just roll over to one side, nice and gently, press into your top hand, and then come all the way up to a seated position. You know, where we started the class, get super comfortable. Nice, everyone. Really beautiful work today. Nice. And then from here, with that nice tall spine, shoulders relaxed, rub your hands together at heart center. See if you can close your eyes. And then when you've got a load of heat in your palms, just place the palms over your closed eyes. Blink the eyes open. Rotate the eyes a couple of times one way, a couple of times the other way. And then from here, just soften your hands down towards your heart center. And then with a wholehearted bow, wish yourself well and wish everybody else well today. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much for joining today. It's really good to see you all. Let me just say one more thing. Next week, next Thursday, the lovely Carolina will be teaching for me because I am on a little adventure on my bike next week. So Carolina will be here at 2:30. Join her. Her classes are super fun. She's a really lovely woman, and she's really worth checking out because all yoga teachers are completely different. So she will bring a completely different energy and you'll be like, I like her. She's good. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your support and for watching. And I'll see you all in a couple of weeks. Namaste. Take care.